Understand there. So hello people, it is your boy Big John. I am back here. It has been a while since I've been uploading stuff on YouTube. You have to forgive me. I'm going through some of my own life things at the moment, that is expanding businesses, doing other things, trying to just spend some more time with family, things like that. You know how it goes. I'm a human being. But if you are in my Discord, you can see I'm very active in my Discord with giving out trades or helping people with the idea of what could possibly be happening in a pair at any given time. If they do ask me, you know, if I'm there, I'll try to give you a chart markup and, you know, just show you what the market might be doing. Also, at the same time, if you are in my Discord, I would advise you to always check this place maybe every couple of hours, because I might put trades in here as well. If I do see something that maybe I'm not trading, but it does seem interesting to me, I can still put it in here. If I am trading it myself as well, it can also be in here. So it's just a bit of a pick and mix. It's up to you. And any of the trades I have helped people with when I've spoke about them in the general chat or in that previous area, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I have the results for the trades here. So I haven't put the results for yesterday's one in here, but I did put in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. But these are a lot of the trades I did give out, which people said, oh, what is this pair possibly going to do? And then I'll say, okay, this is what I believe it can do. And then if we come back a couple of hours later, and then I've seen something like a Trinity Telegram alert as well, giving us an indication that the market on a time frame, M15, M30, 1 hour, 4 hour or daily has broken structure. I will start from the M15 because obviously it's the lowest time frame. So the structure break would be from there, would be the first one. And it's giving us an alert possibly for the trade. If not, you could have just traded it off of price action, and you can see all of the results here. So we've had a fantastic 2 weeks like this so far. I think it's about 2 to 2.5 weeks. You know, loads of winning trades. There are losing trades as well. I don't want people to think that there's only just winning trades, but there's been a lot more winning trades, especially either from price action levels, like a daily support or a Trinity alert, than there has actually been losing trades. So if you had been following, you know, all of these trades and you just traded even all of them, you would have more than likely been profitable by now of 1 to 2 or 3 or more % growth. So yeah, that's the pip count here for anybody to try and see any of the testimonials of what the trades are doing or data. It's all here for people. The next thing I do go into is the services I have to offer as well, which is the Neo Telegram alerts. Neo Telegram alerts is all the swing trades I actually take at the moment. And what it is any of the swing trades that do appear and what I'm looking for next to take in the market, I will put into a area, which is for Neo users, they would be able to see this area here. Where is it? Neo trading area. And in the Neo trading area, just as people can see, I have got all of the pairs that I would be looking at. So this is some of the pairs I was looking at before they happened. So look, buy continuations. If you checked my trades yesterday, USDCAD was one of them. And you can see that I posted this from the 25th of July. So I've been patiently waiting and only entered the buy on that pair on the 3rd of August. So this is what I do in the Neo trading area. I'll be explaining to you what's going on. And I can also leave voice notes in the Telegram group of this Neo area as well to tell you what I'm expecting on these pairs. So that's Neo, and that's 60 GBP a month. When you do get Neo, you're also going to get Morpheus trend alerts as well, which is basically telling you when a certain pair, which is the majors, the indices and stuff like that, when it's gone into an up or down trend. I do put that in there, so you'll get that as well for 60 GBP altogether. And you'll get the Trinity alerts as well, which is the break of structures in the market, which gives you the entries into pairs. Trinity does not give you a stop loss and a take profit, but it literally tells you when the market is breaking structure. So if I go back here, and then we can go to one of these, you see what I'm saying? So let's just go to one quickly. So here's an example. So on Euro GBP, so I'm just going to go to your microphone because people have got their mics open. So if you want to talk, you can just unmute yourself. But for now, so it doesn't come through in the recording. Okay, yep, it'll just be muted. So basically, what I was saying is that Trinity will basically tell you that, you see on Euro GBP, it was on a monthly support. Someone asked me, what do they think Euro GBP can do? I told them that Euro GBP can possibly buy. So I used price action to give people, you know, a free trade away in the chart. So look, it can possibly buy for this monthly support. Then what happened is Trinity comes through on Telegram. We're going to go more into Trinity in this Zoom anyway. Comes through on Telegram. It told me that there was a buy alert at this time. It wasn't because it specifically hit this level. That's why Trinity appeared. No, it just tells you that the market has, on a 15-minute time frame, started to reverse and broke structure to the upside. So it's like, hey, go and look at your JPY. So if you were trading your JPY, just like the person asked me to, Therefore, now you've got an alert as well. So you've got an indication of, hey, this could be ready to buy now. It was ready to buy. It gave you the alert. And this was like a 1-to-4 ratio trade, literally. So you would have put your stop loss just below the low from wherever it said to buy from. And then, yeah, price just went all the way up, at least 1-to-4. So that was great. Perfect trade. So that's what Trinity is. So you get all three of those if you go for Neo. So you're going to get my trades, the Trinity alerts, and the Morpheus trend. You'll be in that group for 60 GBP. And then if we go into the crash courses, basically I'm going to teach you how to trade from top to bottom, just so everyone can know. The best one I would suggest for anyone is if you do get the 200 GBP one, I'm literally going to teach you how to trade from top to bottom. We're going to do Zoom calls like what I'm going to do right now with you guys and girls for 1 to 2 hours. And basically you're going to do 4 Zoom calls within a month. So we'll fit it into there. And I'm going to teach you how to trade whatever you want, gold, indices, etc. But I'm also going to give you all the ins and outs exactly of how I trade. And you're going to start to see yourself profitable, especially if you do multiple months of this. I guarantee you're going to start making money. Trust me. Like, I can guarantee you on that. That's how bad it is. And that's just from me trading from a long period of time and teaching people for a long period of time. If not, and you just want a quick session with me, 1 hour, 30 GBP, you can hit up some sessions with me. And we can talk about whatever you want. It's all here anyway. I don't want to go too much into it so we don't waste time. And then I've got signals and copy trading. Again, if you've got any questions on signal and copy trading, you can message me. I'll tell you about that. But signals are just basic signals, day trades, swing trades. I do not scalp like 20 pip trades. So if that's the idea of what you want, forget about it. I don't do that. I ain't got time for that. That's just too long. I ain't going to do that. It's going to be trades that can possibly, hit TP within 1 day or 2 days and stuff like that. And then if not, there'll be the Neo swing trades will also be in here. Copy trading, they're the exact same trades as the signal trades, but what they are is I'm managing your risk for you to try and help you grow an account. I go for 1 to 2% a month. If I get more, that's fine. We're starting to get better now that I found a better day trading strategy I'm using. So the results are a lot better in the last like 2.5 weeks than they were at the beginning. Right now, we're about 1 to 2%, I think, in profit. I've got to double check that, but I will be putting the results later. And prop copy trading, we're up about 4 to 5% on everybody's prop firm account going into phase 1. So if I am lucky enough, I will pass everybody's account in phase 1. If not, we'll get a free retake. They'll just pay for the servers again for the month and we'll go again. This is how it goes. So again, I don't want to go too much into that. If you need to know more, you can literally message me. When it comes to the prop firm trading, even if you want to have a conversation with me through voice call in here for like 10 minutes, I can break it down for you. Anybody that's in the service can vouch for me on that because they've done that. So that's all cool. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I offer. Like I said, I wanted to get that all out of the way because a lot of people get confused. If you need to purchase this stuff, message me on Discord. Make sure it's this person here. You can see my user here is 4537. If you get any other user, which is a Big John, they're fake. Long story short, they're just fake, So if you see 4537 # Big John, that's me. You want to get through to me, and that's all good. Yep, thank you very much. So you can see the person's already put in there that the service is very good. I don't say all of this, and I'm not trying to just sell things to people for no reason. Like, the whole reason I'm even going to do this Zoom now is because you're going to see, again, I'm trying to help people trade here and make money. But if you're still stuck, stop wasting the long period of time, cut it shorter by just getting into one of the paid services, especially like crash courses. I'm telling you, I'll get you to somewhere you need to be, and I'll save you a lot more money. People keep thinking about the monthly cost, but I'll save you so much more money. If you stop thinking about that monthly cost of whatever it is for the crash course, invest into that, then go into Forex. You'd save so much more than losing 5K and all this stuff. So with all that being said, thank you very much for anybody that did stay on board. I appreciate you. I know some people just jump ship because they want to learn how to make money in 1 second. But again, these things are crucial. That's why I'm explaining them to you. Now we're going to go into the charts and take it from there. Before I do go into that, has anybody got any questions on what I just said there? I'll try not to go too long into it, but if you've got any questions, please let me know. If not, I'll just proceed straight away into the strategy. Anybody? No questions? Okay. I'll give it another 5 seconds. You got no questions. It's okay. We can still go over the questions. If you do have them at the end of the Zoom, if you are here to the end of the Zoom, we can go into those questions. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. All right. So now let's go into this. So first and foremost, people say, John, how do you trade? What do you look for? What's going on? What are you looking at? Whatever it might be, the questions they ask. Yeah. The best thing I can tell you from the beginning of everything is I start looking for any of my trade setups from the daily time frame. I do not go down to the 15-minute time frame and start looking how to find trades from there, 5-minute, etc. I look from the daily, and then I can go up to the weekly or the monthly, depending on how much I can see to the left. Here right now, remember, on a daily time frame, there's so much happening. Like, even if you zoom all the way in, it's crazy. Look, this is all the way back in May. So I don't need to start seeing 500 steps, you know, 5,000 steps all the way back here. Not necessarily. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Because if we're talking about, you know, catching a couple of pips in a day, so even if it's like 30, 40, 50 pips, you can do that when you're zoomed in a bit more. I'm not telling you not to zoom out, but of course, it's depending on what you can actually see in front of you here. Yeah. So the best way for me to put this now is make this very simple for yourself. What I'm going to teach you now is going to give you a stop loss, a take profit. Yeah. It's going to give you a stop loss, a take profit, and it's going to give you, it will give you entries as well. And I'll make it easier for you. But again, this is, you can either use a TDI, I've shown you many times, or what I use every single day. And I tell you without fail, I use Trinity alerts, literally. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go get my Fibonacci tool. I'm going to draw my Fibonacci from a swing high to a swing low. This can vary on how people might want to see it, but I'm telling you, it'll still give you a good enough zone of what you're looking for here. So here's a swing high to a swing low, but this was one that was very high up here. Let's even make this better for you. Let me go all the way down to here. Yeah. So I'm going to go to the last swing high, swing low to make it very simple. So it's not overcomplicated and people are not like, but there was one here, there was one there. On the daily chart for GBPUSD, this is a major pair. This is why I'm looking at this. Yeah. The last swing high was over here. The last swing low was down here. Yeah. Cool. Now let's go to what my Fibonacci settings are, because someone's going to ask me that, and just so it's there for you here. So here's my settings on my Fibonacci. Remember, this is going to be recorded. It's going to go into YouTube. You don't have to stress, but if you want to take your screenshots, take them now. You know? So this is literally it here. Everybody can see it, yeah? Good. So what we're going to do next, yeah, is we are just going to be looking for a simple, we've seen our swing high, we've seen our swing low. Now what we're expecting is price to go back to a certain area to catch the new trade setup for ourselves. This is how I trade, and this is what I call personally for me to make it better for you, yeah, this is what I call the circle of pips. And this is how I'm able to trade every single instrument. Well, let's say about the 28 majors and minors, forget the indices for now and stuff like that. I'm not saying you can't do this with that. You've clearly seen me giving you out indices and gold trades as well. You can, but I'm just saying, let's just focus on the currency pairs for now before we make it complicated or whatever. This is for when it comes to currency pairs, majors and minors. This is basically what I'm looking at. I am literally looking at, yeah, something called, what I call for myself, the circle of pips. So whenever price is at a high or a low, I'll be looking for a re-entry on this pair. This is what I'll be looking. I'll be looking for the break and the retest. That's what I'll do. Now, again, this is going to take a period of time. This is why I call it the circle of pips. So when GBPUSD is ready and AUDUSD and all these other pairs might be ready, some other pairs are not going to be ready because they're already doing the move, and vice versa. This is what happens. So I can trade like this all year round. So let's go into what I'm actually seeing here and get this out of the way. So now we can see something clear as day, that there is a resistance level here. I'm not going to jump. I'm going to break it down for you and tell you why we see a resistance level here. We had our swing high and our swing low. This is how we're able to draw our Fibonacci in the first place. So all of this price action from here on would not have been seen. We cannot see this. So it would have looked like this at first, the chart, yeah? We would have been able to draw the swing high, swing low, but we wouldn't know what's coming next. It doesn't matter that we can't see what's happening next, because what we can see is the area we're expecting price to go towards. Where was we expecting price to go towards to look for a possible trade setup? Now, we was expecting price to go back towards this area here. The reason why is because we could see our swing low had been formed straight away, but where was the area where there was the most resistance, where price actually started to sell properly from? It started from this area here. Now, I do tell people, let's see, look at this. This is NFP. And I've been telling people, look at the sell we're seeing right now. It might reverse. We'll see. So now I wanted to be in the Zoom with you guys and girls while we see NFP. This is a big movement because this is a daily chart. Yeah. Now, what we can see here is we can see there's at least 2 taps, yeah, to this area right here. At least 2. This is what I'll say start with. If you see more, better. We've seen 1, 2, 3, 4 taps to this area. So this is telling us this is a major level. Remember, I'm on my daily chart. Forget everything else. I'm on my daily chart. Because you guys and girls are scalping and stuff like that, but you're dismissing your daily chart. I know a lot of people tell you 4-hour time frame, whatever they want to tell you. Just go to your daily chart. There's a reason why it's called a daily chart and we trade on the day. Yeah. Right now, as we're paying attention to what's happening with GU, we're seeing a liquidity fill of the liquidity wicks it left here. This is why this is candle selling with NFP news. So they've used non-farm payroll to go and clear the liquidity wicks here. You're seeing this live action, what I teach you all the time with wicks. So now we can see these wicks at this top side. What are we waiting for? We was waiting for price action to go all the way up to this level, yeah, to catch a trade for a possible sell. When price action got to this level, all we was waiting for when it got here was this. So what day did it get here? The 1st of August, yeah? Now, this is what I do to make my life easier and why I tell people, get Trinity and stop thinking Trinity is going to make you win everything in the world. Remember what I just shown you. I haven't bought Trinity and said, I'm just going to pay attention to every single entry. Now what I do is I've waited for price action to get to this level here. And give me 1 second. I'm just going to go to my Telegram. I'm going to just do something quickly. So Trinity, GBPUSD. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen with you. You're going to see now. New share. You can see this here. So again, I tell people, get the Telegram app on your computer. So this is either your Windows or your Mac. Download the app, because then if you've got Trinity, you can use it like this, and you can just go to the search button, type GBPUSD, M15, sell. So we're going to be looking for the 1st, I believe it was. Is it the 1st? I'm just going to go back and check quickly. Yeah, we're looking for the 1st of August to see if there's a sell that appears. Yeah. So where are we? So the 1st of August was here, and the first sell appeared at 4:15 in the morning. Yeah. So I'm just going to go back over to here, go back over to Google Chrome, and then, oh, this is a big sell, boy. Woo! Look at that sell. Whoa. And what's going to be funny about this is the trade I'm telling you right now. Look how NFP is even respected what I'm going to be showing you. Okay. So we go back to the 1st. Yeah. Thank you for everyone that's still here. We go back to the 1st and we go back to, it was 4:15, wasn't it, in the morning? So 4:15. Okay, so 4:15 in the morning on the 1st wasn't in that zone, so we don't care about it. We need to care about when price action was here. Did we get an alert? So I'm going to go back over to Trinity again, and I'm going to be looking. So 4:15 wasn't it. So let's go over to the next one. I don't care about the retest. I'm going to go for the first sells. I'm not making this difficult. So now I go back to this one over here. So I go back to 12:15. Yeah. So 12:15 on the 1st. Let's go there. So give me a second. I'll go back. So 12:15. Where is 12:15 on the 1st? Okay, so we still don't care about 12:15 because where's 12:15? It's here. We want it to be in this zone here, or at least touching this line. Yeah. Don't care about it. So you can see the difference now of what I'm doing because I'm paying attention to price action. Okay. Go back to the Telegram. Give me a second. Just want to make sure I get it good for you people. Okay. So now we can see there's one at 1945. Yeah. 1945. Here we go. Now we can see prices above this level. We know this is a resistance level, a very strong one. We've already done that. Yeah. 1945. So here we go. So what I've seen right now is this. Very simple. I've seen prices gone up to this level, grabbed any liquidity or touched this resistance level, whichever way you want to call it. It's gone into that zone over there. And when it's gone into that zone, the next thing we've seen is we've seen this. We've seen a break of market structure right here. This is why we got an alert at this point. The markets come up, the markets come back, it's broken, it's given us an alert right over here. There was a break of market structure. When it gave us this alert for Trinity, where are we? Give me a sec. Short position. You'll be on your trading view. You can use trading view on your phone. You can use it on the computer as well. Yeah. Stop loss above this high. This is where I'm putting it. I've got my long and short tool. And now here's where you can have, so remember when I told you how you work out your stop loss, your take profit levels. Stop loss is always above or below the last market structure area. We can see our high is here. So our stop loss is above there. Our entries here, because Trinity has told us to enter here, basically. So we should have no worries about that. Yeah. If not, you can even see it through price action alone. You can see the market has come up and broke back down. So you should have only been looking for it. You could even got an entry here on this candle if you was using price action, which would have been an even better entry. You would have got in after you've seen this break, because it was breaking back down into market structure. It was telling you it's gone in, come back down. It's even an engulfing candle for a sell. There's so much confluence there that, you know what, let me try this. But Trinity has told us to enter here. Cool. Now, the next thing we're going to be doing is here's where our take profit levels are. The Fibonacci we drew out is giving us all of our take profit levels. TP1, yeah, it's even telling us to the numbers here. Look at the numbers, even telling you the numbers, yeah? So you can bang this in on your phone, or you can write it down so you've got it somewhere. TP2, TP3, and so on. So let's just say we're going for 3 TPs as it usually is, yeah? And then here, 1, 2, 3, yeah? And then now you would have been in this trade and you've definitely hit TP2 the other day. You hit it here. And now it's possibly going with NFP news to TP3. So can you see already how easy it was for me to take this trade? Is anyone here understanding what I'm saying, how easy it was? Does anybody have any questions on this? We're going to go into some other charts as well. I'm going to do it multiple times, so it's not just me showing you, oh, this is a fluke. Anybody got any questions on what I just said there? Nobody's got no questions? Okay. So I'm going to go back over to this and let people know. Now, I'm not telling you that when price went into this level once and then you had an alert, this was going to be a perfect entry. It doesn't do that all the time. The reason why people need to understand this more than anything, yeah, is because of this. And this is what I was teaching with another trader earlier this morning. So let's go back to the day chart. Let me just sort this out quickly. Okay. And then let me do this. And people need to understand this, yeah? This is the example I used to them today, the trader, when I told them this. Let's go back to the 1 hour chart. Let's see quickly. Okay. So we're trying to catch this trade here, even though you can see NFP was the one that spiked this news down. You can see here, it says here, non-farm payroll. Boom. What do you see on this candle? You see a massive sell. We're trying to catch trades in the market. But what people need to stop trying to do, and I tell them all the time, and I feel like this is what differentiates me from a lot of traders, is that they're trying to trade exact. So you're going to see them coming up with fancy quotes, fancy charts. This is why I tell people not to post charts in my Discord. It's not because I don't want people to talk and communicate about trades. It's because I'm tired, sick and tired of being in other groups. And every single person is trying to be a fantastic expert trader because they believe they figured out some magical code. They'll start drawing pound signs and they're going to start putting all these mad harmonics and all this stuff all over their chart and cup handles and whatever. They're going to start doing all that stuff. Yeah, stop it. Like, I'm telling you now, just stop it. Yeah, stop it. All of these lines that you can see right now, these vertical lines, they don't care about your harmonics. They don't care about your whatever else you're drawing. They don't care about anything, basically. All of this is what's really moving the charts. It's the fundamental news events. So whilst we're trying to catch an entry, look how much traffic there is in the chart. It's scary when you even look at it. I don't think people see it because they usually go to fx.com or whatever it is to go check the news or whatever. But when you actually put it on your trading chart, you can see how ridiculous it is. So anybody that's trying to be exact with entries, why are you bothering? It's not even possible. How do you govern yourself through all of this traffic? How many lefts and rights are you going to be taking? Just stop doing it to yourself. Hopefully this is making sense to anybody that's in the Zoom still at the moment. You enter the trade because it's gone into that area, it's come down. You said, I'm hoping that literally whatever news events happen there continue to push price action down. It doesn't have to. What could have happened is there could have been another news event here or a gear up to a news event where they went for another stop hunt up here and then sold it. But if they do something like that, which we might see in another pair we're going to trade, then you have, guess what? This is why you have your risk to reward ratio. So now from this entry you would have taken from here, this was a clean, let's bring this back up here, 3. So you were fine on this. You've basically gone 3 steps forward. Now you might have lost a step and then had to go again with another step and only went 2 steps forward. Again, we're going to go into that. So if no one's got any questions, I'm going to go into the other pair. So you can see there how Trinity gave us an alert with simple price action, a simple Fibonacci. Let me get rid of all of this stuff as well. Yeah. Go back to the daily chart. I can't make it more easier than this for people to be able to trade. Daily chart, swing high to swing low, because obviously price was at a low and bought up. And then we're just waiting for price action to get back to a resistance area. So let's stop being impatient. All of this impatience is what's killing us when it comes to trading, because what we're trying to do is that we're trying to, you know, catch all of these trades in between these zones. And that's what's causing you a problem. We have to stop doing that. Now, there was another trade set up here I am going to show you, and this is probably why they're even trying to stop you out. Remember, even what I'm going to show you here is why there's another trade here. So I'm going to show you this one so you get 2, and then we'll go into other charts. So of course, I've been telling people, gee, you can buy. Now we look at what's happened here. We have our swing high to our swing low. We've seen price action looks like it's buying up, especially on a daily time frame. I can see that. Yeah. Now the next thing we're looking for is the same thing we've seen over here. Look at all these wicks. Look at all the rejections. What do we see when price? Remember, we've got our Fibonacci right in front of us showing us support and resistance. So if you don't want to draw the monthly support resistance 4 hours, use the fib. I'm just giving you a whole Fibonacci. It's even shorter. Yeah. Now we can see here, we're seeing the same type of thing happening. We see the same thing happening here with a buy. Price action's bought up. We can see that this is happening here and this is occurring. You could have even done this with this sell here at this point, but like I said, I'm not trying to overcomplicate it. Let's keep it simple. Now with this buy, because we've seen the massive sell, we might be looking for the buy. Now, if you was looking for the buy, what do we see here? We see 1 tap into this area. We see 2 taps into this area. Now we're looking for a possible buy continuation, because we've seen prices rejected at least twice, not once, off of this area. What I'm saying there is not a golden tool. It's just literally me looking at the chart saying it's rejected twice off of this area. It's showing me that it possibly wants to continue going in an upwards direction, not down. Just the same way you've seen it here. 1 tap, 2 taps. This could be going down. Do you understand? Yeah. So now let's look from the 25th of July. Okay. Thank you for everybody that's still with me. Let me just go here, new share, go back to Telegram, and then now I can just change this to a buy. Like I'm being honest with you guys and girls, this is all I'm doing, literally trading like this. I don't need to use that Fibonacci. Anyone that's in my course, I don't need to use it like that. I even have a Fibonacci I do use, but I don't need to use that Fibonacci, but I'm making it easier for you guys and girls to use this Fibonacci if you want to. I'm not doing nothing magical. I'm literally just following price action. So now we can see here, where was we looking at? The 25th. So let's go to our time frames. And let's see, 25th, 25th, 25th. Go up there. 21st, 22nd. Okay, so there's none on the 25th. There is one on the 26th though. So let's go 2 o'clock 26, yeah? 2 o'clock 26, that's this alert right here. You can see it popped up there. And let's go back over to here. And we're just gonna go to the 15-minute time frame. And here we go. There we go. Right there. So you had a Trinity alert here. You'd have got one right on this candle right here. Stop loss below the low. This was where the lowest low was from the wick. And then again, you've got your take profit levels. Your TP1 is here. Fibonacci's already told you that. Look how it hit it to a T. Boom. So you would have made a 1.95 trade. TP2 is here. TP3 is up here. Yeah. And then what did we get? Price action went all the way to TP3 this time, and you got a 6.52 trade. This is it, people. I can't make it much simpler than this. The problem what people have is that they want, what they want when I teach them this type of stuff is they want to go and now do it themselves, yeah? And they want to make sure that when they see this breakout, it definitely works. You need to stop doing that. you had well, at least 5 chances to get this type of trade setup right. I'm telling you, this type of trade setup doesn't appear every single day or every single 5 minutes. So even if you was to look at it once, what would happen is that it would have probably been wrong and then broke all the way back down. So you would have had to wait. So maybe the next day you would have re-entered. Then it might, if it keeps selling, then you probably just scrap that trade entirely. But if it does start buying up, okay, that might have been your second entry. Remember, you had a possibility of price getting back to this level where you was waiting for it to go to 6.52 trade. So you had 5. You see, this is how you start to work out how you're able to trade like this, because now you have a reason of where you think price is going to go towards. So you're saying I'm looking for a 6.5 trade here. So if I'm looking for this to happen, I can now lower my risk and then put myself to a position where I know I've got 5 attempts at taking this trade on GU for a possible buy. Between the time of those 5 events happening, different things are going to happen in the chart. It's either going to go your way like it did here, or it's going to break structure to the downside, and then you're going to have to wait another 2 or 3 days for a new setup. Do you understand where I'm coming from when I explain this? So you stop doing it to yourself. You see, I did that same sell. How? Look, if I'm lying, what's going on? NFP News is respecting the sell from here. Look at it, people. Live, you're seeing this. Live right now. We don't have to overcomplicate what we're expecting from trading at all in any way, shape, or form. The only thing we have to do is just be realistic of when we enter. So I'm going to ask everybody again here quickly. Anybody got any questions? And I'm going to go do another chart markup and do it the same way, just so people are familiar with what I'm saying here. Yeah. Anybody got any questions? Let's go here. So to make it better, somebody else give me a pair. Somebody give me a pair so we can go do it. Somebody give me a trading instrument. So it's not that I'm picking one. I don't want no one to think I'm picking it. Okay, GJ, yeah? There we go. Let's go to the daily chart. Let's go here. Where's the last swing high, swing low? So the last swing high I can see here on GJ's here. The last swing low looks like it's here. Where are we? Short, long, Fibonacci. Yeah. It's down here, right here. Cool. So now on GJ, if you're looking for any continuations of any sells, let's see if we can see anything here. So GJ is not giving me the best price action. I can already see, because you can see the difference between GU and GJ. So why I'm saying that is because, of course, we'll look, here's a swing high, here's a swing low, but where is any resistance here that we're seeing? The only resistance I can personally see, again, but this is looking at previous price action, is this level here. And that's looking at previous price action. So I don't make it complicated for myself. I want to see something that looks like it was left behind recently. I don't want it to be on the other side of price action. So let me open up my chart better so you can see what I'm saying. So again, when we look at price action here, here was the swing high, here was the swing low. Let's bring this down a little bit. Swing high, swing low. Yeah. When we've seen that, now we need to, what we would be expecting is price to come back towards this level or some type of level, yeah, for a rejection, wherever it did leave wicks behind. I can't see nothing here. There's nothing here. It was a straight clean sell. So it doesn't give me the best advice to say, okay, this is a possible sell. Yeah. What it is doing for me more than anything is showing me that previously this was a level. I can see from here, there was rejections. I can see from here, there was rejections. I can see here, there was rejections. It even rejected here as well, even though it broke through eventually. But here it rejected multiple times. So any level I'm looking for a possible re-entry for a sell from would be this level here. That simple. All I'm going to do next is go over to Trinity. And when price gets to this level, wait for a sell alert and then look for sells. That simple. Let's go into a previous price action of what it actually did here. So let's see if we can do it from here. So here was a swing high. Here was a swing low. Yeah. And then, yeah, we can see here. So right here, again, that's what I said. So I was right. It already did this trade. Look here. So broke down. 1 rejection, 2 rejections, 3 rejections, 4 rejections off of this area. We can all agree on that. Yeah. I'm not making this up. We can all see this live. Yeah. I'm not making that up. Then, so we have a resistance area here. This is our resistance area. Let's go and see what happened when price got to this level. So on the 20th of July, we're going to look for an alert. Yeah. Let's see if we've got anything. So let's go back over here. Zoom, Telegram. Go now. APY. Was it? It was the 20th, wasn't it? Sorry. Let's go back over here. Make sure 20th, yeah. 20th. Okay, not buys. Sells we need to look for. Okay, so we had a sell at 2:30 in the morning. Let's go over there. Let's go back to the 15-minute chart. Let's see what we see here. So my time on here is set to UTC +1, UTC +1, which is UTC London. This is what Trinity will give you the alerts on, by the way. If you're on Trinity, you can literally just go to your trading view and set it to there, and your time frame will be the exact same as Trinity. And we're going to the 20th. And the time was here. So, make sure I get that one. Sorry, people. 2:30 in the morning was here. $2:30 in the morning. There was a Trinity sell alert. Short position here. Stop loss at the high. We can see our TP1 is here. So I'm giving it all to you here. It's all here. Our TP1, this is based on structure. Remember, the Fibonacci is showing you price action structure. TP2 is here, TP3 is here. And then we go here, and there we go. Look, I can't make this up, people. 4.68 trade. I can't make this up. So you can see that as we're looking at price action now, it's not near a possible sell area. It hasn't given us any potentials to know a possible sell area. So let's go here and zoom in again, and you'll see what I'm saying, just so I'm not talking for talking's sake. Again, it hasn't given us any recent possible sell area. Where's the rejections? We're not seeing no rejection wicks. Look, no rejections here. There's nothing here. So for me, this doesn't look clear enough for me. What looks better here for me is technically even a buy, because we can see there's rejection wicks here. We can see this. This is the best thing I'll say. So if anything, you're waiting for price action to buy up, I would say. This is what I would be doing. But now, again, we're in that point where I'm looking for something previous. So I would have been looking for if I saw rejection wicks here. And this is what we can do. So hold on. So here. So you can see there was a bunch of rejections here. And now this is what happened. So when price action got down to all the way to this low, you could have said, okay, I could have possibly been seeing a buy here. So on the second, let's see on the second or third, if there was a buy of August. Hold on a second. Yeah. So I hope this is making sense to all of you so far. It's the 2nd of August. Let's just see. Okay, so here we go. 2nd of August, and there was a buy at 12, let's just say 12:30. Let's go back over here. $12.30. So let's go down to the 15-minute chart and let's see what we see. There we go. I can't make this up, people. I can't even make this up, man. I'm telling you. The thing is, it's not all the trades will be perfect. They don't need to be, but you're gonna make money. You're gonna make money. This is the thing. Look here again. Where are we? So this one's a bit out. So here, so this one's a bit out of the what do you call it? The Fibonacci. But again, it was still based on price action alone. When I just showed you back there, you had an alert here on the 2nd of August. See straight away what happened. As soon as you got that, let's even move this down a bit. So let me get this Fibonacci and move it down 1 day. Let's see how that looks, just so it's better for you. Okay, so price action really came out there. Okay, yeah, so when that did occur, we had this, and you push that down to there. So now it changes it. Remember, we're only looking at this swing high. We would have been looking at this swing high to this swing low here. This is what we care about. You can even see how price rejected back into the golden zone, basically so. 1 second. I am back with you, people. I'm back with you. So again, we would have had a swing high to a swing low. Price has changed that way. We've come back down. Now it's pushed it down a little bit. So we've moved our Fibonacci. That's all good. But remember, we can see where's all the wick rejections. We can see they're here. So we want to know that, okay, price seems to be respecting this level once we've made our swing high, swing low. And then we just go here. Again, 15-minute time frame. We have our entry there. You've got a TP1 here. In fact, you even got a TP1 here. You've got TP2 here, possible TP3 here, and so on. You've got TP4 and so on. And obviously price has gone all the way up to this level here. So this was like a 6.97 trade. It was like how I gave out EJ basically, but this was just GJ's buy. This is what you're seeing. Personally, I think GJ is trying to sell. I think it's trying to fake people out with a buy. I think it's trying to go lower. And this is what we see. So someone else give me a pair, please, so we can see it, because I've had to go to a previous GJ. I want to show what we could be waiting on. So anybody give me another trading pair? Whilst you're giving it to me, I'm just going to go into here and tell people we have Zoom. See what we got here. So I'll got a nice one. GBPUSD. I wonder if he's in here in the Zoom. That'd be funny. DLB, you're drawing on the screen, by the way. USDCAD. Anybody else there? Is it only NV in here? And iPhone, anybody else there as well? Don't be shy. If you're shy to talk, you're not gonna learn anything. The gentleman that's texting right now and typing, he's never shy. And he's made money and has been making money. This is what I'm saying. You can't be shy. You can't be joining these Zooms and start being shy. It doesn't make sense. I'm not going to bite you. The chart's not going to bite you. You're here to learn. The reason why you joined the Zoom in the first place, you're here to learn. So there's no point you being in the Zoom if you're not going to say anything. It doesn't make sense. Like, I'm being honest. It might seem harsh, but I've got to be harsh. I'm trying to make you money. I'm not trying to keep you broke. I'm trying to make you money. So you have to speak, because I can only say what I know. I don't know what you don't understand. Remember that, people. Yeah. So let's go into, I'm gonna go into another pair just to give someone else a chance. Hopefully you can understand why I'm doing this, because me and you, we always talk in the direct messages anyway about all of these pairs, so you don't have to worry about all of that. But I want other people to be speaking as well, because it's my concern is people that I don't see posting any profits and stuff like that, is that they're obviously missing something, or they feel like something's just, you know, out of the ordinary for them. It's not there. So let's go to it. So you said, what was it? Was it AUD USD? Did you say? Sorry, AUD USD. Okay, cool. We're gonna go to AUD USD. AUD USD. Okay, yeah. So this one I already did up. Yeah, and it's really melting anyway. Yeah. So AUD USD is the same as GU, and this as well. Both. So this was a Trinity alert here. This is what I'm talking about. So this was perfect. So let's go to a daily time frame. I already did this one up. This one I did. Whoa, see that? That's notifications. That's the market's breaking. That was 23 notifications in one hit. Okay, 27, 28, 29. There we go. So again, when you're in Trinity, you can literally be in any of the groups you want to be. You don't have to be in every group. So there's a majors group, a scalping group, a gold group, indices group, and a swing trade group. There's 5 groups. You can pick one. So if you pick the swing trade groups, it's the H1 alerts, you're probably going to get a lot more consistent winning trades, because it's hard for the market to break structure on a H1 chart and then not be the right trade, especially at key levels. It's just harder. But if you're getting M15s, like what you're going to see now, you might get some fake outs. So again, we see the same thing happening here. If I'm lying, I'm flying. You see the same as that thing. Breakdown from the swing low. You see rejections here, at least 2 that was in this area. Cool. And obviously price sold. Then we was waiting for price action to go back to this area. Now, when price action got into this area, we had our first alert here, which was a losing alert. Then we had our next alert here, which was a winning alert, but this alert was just a bit over. So hold on. We'll go back down to a 15-minute chart so you can see what I'm saying. This alert was just a bit over. You see price action came out, but it gave us an alert here. Now, why I would take this alert here and not say I'm not taking this alert is because now I know that if the market does break any further than here, this is definitely not my trade. 1, because the market has broke out of this area. And 2, yeah, it's because I can see that if it does start to go higher than this, then obviously it's reversing. It's going the wrong way. Like, you've just got to know when to let go of a trade. So now this gives me an idea that, you know, remember my first entry, sorry, here was the first entry. First entry was here, it was a loser. Second entry, this trade gave out a 3.3 trade. So you already won 3R going forward. Now it's giving us another re-entry, because we can see this one only went from this one to TP1 basically, or TP2. It was TP1, it was TP2. Yeah, we was waiting. We wanted to see if the market could break down more. It gave another re-entry. So I'm already up. This is why I tell people, pay attention to your growth and your risk management when you're trading. If you've won this trade, yes, you can enter again when it comes up here, because now you can say, okay, I'm going to risk one of these steps that I made going forward out of the 3 to see if this one works. You would have entered here and this one never went to your stop loss. So now you would have not only got 3 going forward, you'd have been at least 5 going forward within the same day. Yeah. And then now, yeah, it's still 5 going forward. So it has the potential to go maybe down to here or further. So you can keep doing this. And this is how you trade. It's the same trade setup. So someone give me another pair, because this one was already drawn out. I want to show pairs that are not drawn out, basically. So give me another trade so I can see it. So I'm going to go to USDCAD if no one's got one. I'm going to go USDCAD. And anyone else can think of a pair that's in the time being whilst I do this. Whoa, that was a bye-bye. USDCHF quickly. Yeah. All right, that's why they pulled them back out. On the second, I want to see AD USDCHF. Nope. NZDCHF quickly. I want to see what they did there. Nope. It's good. Imagine this is, I'm just going through these pairs because these are the pairs I was in, and something told me close these pairs now. So anybody that's in the Neo group, they will know, because I closed all my pairs. I told people I was closing my pairs. Something told me to close these pairs. And I just said, it's NFP coming up tomorrow. Just Thursday, there was a lot of news. NFP on Friday, I said, close it. And lucky enough, I did it, just pulled back all the way to entry. So those profits you saw me in would have been game over for me there. So let's go to USDCAD anyway. Okay, so again, the same situation. Daily chart, yeah. USDCAD is very messy though, in terms of where it is. It's a perfect scalping pair. Like on a monthly time frame, this is just massive consolidation. But now, same thing, nothing different. What are we doing? We go to our fib retracement, we go to the swing high, to the swing low, right here, boom. As soon as we see this, now what are we looking at? So clearly, again, I'm seeing the same thing like, what's it, GJ? I'm not seeing too much. I had 2 possible levels of a sell here, pardon me. So there's a possible sell level here, within here, which we can see was respected once, and then the next time it wasn't. Yeah, so let's just break this down slowly. Yeah, and then I can see the second one here. If this one doesn't, if this one fails here. And why can we see that? It's the same thing I'm saying. I prefer for it to be on this side though, as in it's fresh, because this side could have already been respected, but you can see there's loads of rejections on this side over here. Yeah, but we can see there was a rejection here. So let's go to the 3rd of August. Yeah, so I'm going to go back over to Trinity. And then I'm just going to type sell here, and then I'm just going to type USDCAD, and there you go. And then the 3rd of August, we're looking to see if there was a sell. There might not be one, or there might. Let's see. 3rd of August. There was one at 2:15, and there was one at 15:30. Oh no, there was 2:15. Yeah, so 2:15. Let's go see if that was anything. Go back over to the chart. Go back to the 15-minute time frame. And 3rd of August at 2:15. There we go. So yeah, it was a big drop. So 2:15 was here. So right there. And short. And then now when we're here, we just have to be at this position here. So the stop loss is all the way up there. And this one did give us at least a 1.65 trade. It didn't give us the best, but it went to TP1. You can see here, there was a TP level here. So again, it went to TP1 and that was it. So at least if anything, you could have put a break even in this trade. If not, it would have been a loser for you. But more than anything, what I would say here is that, okay, this wasn't even too bad, actually. It was a 22 pip stop loss, so it was fine. So yeah, that's just how the trade goes. So this one here was a, what was I going to say? It was a 1.65 trade. Also, this is what I was going to say. Remember, we're waiting for price action to buy back up. When I trade, as I always tell people, I wait for price to be overbought or oversold. You see here, it wasn't overbought. It was still at the bottom. So if I'm looking for sells, yeah, I'm probably not going to get the best sells because it might buy. And this is what we're seeing here, price actions. Look how it broke this level. So the same level, pay attention to that. The same level that we're looking at the sells from for the rejection. Why do you think price action came up to here and smashed this level this time with NFP news? Because it was a strong level. Whenever you see something like this happen, it means that, yes, you were right. This was a key level. And now they used NFP news to smash that level. So now they can continue to push price going up. So the next level we're looking at here on USDCAD is where? It's over here. So you might get the same thing. You might get a similar one pullback and then it could smash this level again. The reason why, if you want to be a bit more complex now, is there's a liquidity wick up here. So realistically, it might do a small rejection off of a level here, but then it could go back up one more time to go clear the liquidity at the top. So for me, you've got one sell here. You might get another sell around this area, and then you can look for a new sell once it gets to the top here. Simple. Or you wait for it to do structure again, and we go again. So I hope this is making sense for people right now. Anybody got any other pairs or any questions you've got? This is really a very simple way of trading. It gives you a stop loss. You know where to put your stop loss, previous market structure. You know how to enter the market, yeah? Because you've got Trinity alerts if you've got that. If not, I'm just going to even go in here and just show people how you can use a TDI. I don't want nobody to say, John, but you're just trying to sell us something, John. John, give it to us for free, John. We want to make $1 million for free. I was like, all right, cool, bruv. I'm trying to take anyone's money. I'm trying to shorten the process. So where was we at? We was here for this one here. Where was it? It was this one, wasn't it? I believe it was. So yeah, here, you even had a TDI across here. Look, there you go. You can use the TDI if you want to. Had a TDI across. Trinity just, it covers everything for me. I can see all of the trades. So and that's why I use Trinity. Where you've got a TDI, obviously you have to bring your individual pairs. So it just short. Remember, I tell you, everything I pay for shortens my time scale down when it comes to trading. Overbought and oversold is simple. It's the swing highs and swing lows. That's it. It's literally that. It's the swing highs and swing lows. So again, when you go here, daily, it's literally this. So here's overbought, here's oversold. Now, when it's becoming more overbought is when it gets closer towards where we can see rejection. So here's, let's say, 75% overbought, and here's obviously 100% overbought, because we can see it's the swing high, the swing low. It's basically what they teach you when they talk about Fibonacci's, which is, why are you going to sell price at a cheap discount rate? Whenever you want to sell at a higher discount rate. Won't you want to buy something in a shop for let's say 0.7% off, or let's say 0.70% off? Well, let's not even say it to make it better. Wouldn't you want to buy something for 70% off? So therefore you've got a 70% discount. Or like I said, the sell down here wasn't the best sell because you're only getting 23% off. So this is why you have to wait. If you wait and you're patient, now you're getting better buys and sells. So you're getting, better positions. So if you go into here, GBPUSD again, you can see what I'm saying. Here we go. So what happened? Anybody that was trying to sell from all these lower levels, they were trying to get a discount in the market stall of 32%, of 23% off. But now everybody that patiently waited in the auction house, they got price and the money off by 78%. And now look what's happening. So these patient people, look at this, very simple trade, made money. Again, what people are not doing is they're not patiently waiting. Look what happened. The whole of July it bought. When it came into August, now it gave us a reversal. So this is where we're seeing our reversal, but it's people that were patient. And this is why I say, well, I trade everything like this. Look, you'll see. I'm not lying, people. I'm not lying. Anyone that's in the Neo group will see it. So you can see what I do is I mark all of my pairs. Anything that I've got as purple, means that I'm waiting for it to get in. I'll tell you clear as day. Anything I've got as purple means it's overbought or oversold, and I'm waiting for it to get into position. Anything I've got as navy blue, means that I'm literally waiting for it to break out. Anything I've got as light blue means I should be in the pair. Basically, it's done the trade, and this is what happens. So we have AED-CAD, AED-CHF, CAD-CHF. These are all pairs I was trading. GBP-CHF, I've given them out to people. NAS 100, look, NZD-CAD I was looking at, NZD-CHF. So I've either given out the pairs or taken them myself, but it's all like that. I've got them in a 3-stage thing, and this is all I do is trade the circle of pips. So I'll just keep doing that continuously through all of these pairs, all of them. Let's see, I'll go to one now. Let's see, GBP ORD. So there, see, GBP ORD, it broke out this week. So now GBP ORD for me, I'll change it to like navy blue. There, you see, GBP CAD also broke out. So now this one as well will be blue. GBP USD, it was blue, I think, but then I turned it back purple. But now I'm waiting for it to go purple because it's pushing itself back down, so it'll be purple, and then so on. That's literally what I do. That's how I check it when price is overbought, oversold. Literally. So even gold now, look at gold. Look, this is the people are lying. This is, remember, this is the trade I gave out, everyone. I gave this trade to everybody just so people can see it in the Zoom. Look at the trade. Look at the trade, people. This is what I don't understand. And this is why yesterday I was talking so much when it came to the trade I gave out, because nobody puts, when I'm giving out these trades here, nobody's putting, wow, look at this trade. I just made this money. But if I give out a bunch of trades and they hit SL, I won't hear the end of it. That's what I remember when gold first was that sell that I caught for 3 months. I was holding it. The day it didn't sell at first, when I said it, everybody was putting, it's a disaster. What's going to happen, John? I don't know what's going on. Those guys all disappeared. They all disappeared when it sold for how many thousand pips. Nobody said it was a disaster then. Look, I'm not lying. Look, I put this all here. Look at the levels. This is gold. I said here, it can get to this resistance level here. Where was it? 1936. I said it wants to go to this level here. It wants to clear this wick. This is what I said. It was 1795. Yeah, right there. Possible buys from this level. No, but there we go. Here it is. See, gold bought off this level. 1975 seems like it could be a strong sell pullback zone. As previously, you've seen prices held the support here several times. Look, I drew this all out for everybody here. I'm not trying to just do things or for no reason. This is why I don't make 100 YouTube videos on 1,000 strategies. I don't need to. There's no point. There's no point, people. There's no point. I'm literally trading price action, support and resistance. I just don't overcomplicate it. I know that it's either going to do the trade or it's not. And then I use Trinity for my alerts. I'm not lying to you. This is what I have. I'm telling people, Trinity is like having an internet connection for me. I have Trinity because it's literally like, if I don't have Trinity, it's like I don't have my internet connection. It's that simple. I'm not lying, people. And NK, if you're still here, I don't know if you're still here. You might have left now. But if you are still here, tell them about the AED-CHF trade. That was a Trinity alert, the one that you see me in profits. He was in a Zoom meeting with me, a one-on-one. It came through for both of us because we're both on Trinity. Came through. I was like, hold on a second. I went to go check the breakout in the market on AED-CHF, and I took this trade on anybody that's got prop firm copying with me. They'll know. I took it with all of the trades, all of the accounts. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Of course, the rejection, I gave that out to everybody. I told everybody in the group as well. I was like, look, it's here, even in the general group. Sorry, people. I told them here, look, today, so everyone pay attention right here in front of you. There you go. I can't make this up. That's what I tried to say. People should be making money, because I'm not trying to say I'm a signal trader. Come in my Discord, I'll give you trades every day for free, but I'm trying to teach you guys and girls price action. Like, it's real. I can only help people that want to help themselves. If you don't want to help yourself when it comes to trading, in terms of, if I'm telling you draw your support and resistance on the hourly, 4-hour, daily, weekly time frame, okay, cool, I get it. I've made it even easier for people. Look, it's the same thing I've drawn here. So let's even do this. So let's go XAU USD. Let's just see something quickly. XAU USD, Pepperstone. All right, cool. Let's just remove these drawings. We don't probably need this. I'm going to remove this anyway. All right, let's go here. Let's go to the daily chart. Let's see if we can do something here. So let's see where the last one was. All right, cool. Let's just see it. I'm going to answer your question in a minute, mate. Swing high to swing low. Pardon me. There. So here's where we can see it. So remember, we're looking for where price action can go towards. When I'm looking at this area and I'm seeing this breakout, remember, from the swing low, I'm looking at possible. It's literally why I gave it out to you. I can't see anything different now. You can see here, it's the same reason what I said. See, price stopped here before, wick rejection, price came back here again, wick rejection before finally breaking it. It showed you. This is what I say. I use my daily time frame. I don't use that point. I say it all the time. I use my daily, weekly, monthly. That's what I use, regardless if I'm scalping or not, because it will help you. Rejection here, boom, broke down, came back here, failed once. You would have caught this sell. This is the sell that I showed people at the beginning of the week. Then it broke up a bit more. So some people probably would have started panicking, which remember I said yesterday, don't panic, reassess, look at what's going on. And here you go. Now it came off of this level here, exact level. And right now, today, I've just given everybody out. I gave everybody out the NFP sell. Like, come on, people, you've got to give me some props here. This is a 2,000 pip trade. Okay, is it 2,000 or 200? It's a 200 pip trade. Come on, guys and girls. Come on. It's almost 300 pips. Come on. Come on. Where's the love for John? Where's the love? This is gold as well. Oh, gosh. Question, how many days do you get to pass prop firm challenges? You get 30 days at first in phase 1, and then you get 60 days after that in the evaluation. So 30 days and then 60 days. That is literally there. Someone placed a trade. I heard it. Who placed a trade? Who placed a trade? Who placed it? But there, see, it's really, guys and girls, it's really that simple. And then if you want to, once you get better, you start taking off the Fibonacci, and you can even see it straight away. But if you want to, you just put the fib there. So you can see simple levels. I tell you all the time, look, like, support and resistance, people, don't overcomplicate it. You can see here, what did we see? So there was this whole area here, boom, possible sell. And it broke through this level. This is when people, this is when I started giving people buys in February. This is all in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Look, I gave everybody this buy. Look, like, simple support and resistance. Don't listen to all those people that tell you it's not real. You can do it with trend lines as well. Whatever you can literally trade trend lines. You can trade trend lines. Where is it? Let's see if we can get a better one. Okay, here. So you can trade trend lines. You can say you're looking for exhaustions, engulfings off of here. Here's an engulfing candle, entered here, stop loss above this trend line, could have caught this sell. Like, you can do it all the same. It's not, what people forget, it's not strategy. This is why I stopped making all of these fancy strategy videos. And for the last, for pretty much this beginning of this year, you can see all of my videos are based on price action. There's no need, you don't need a million different ways to trade. All you need to do is, when price gets to a level that looks like it rejected or bought off a lot of times before on the higher time frames, it's probably going to do the same thing again. It repeats. If it doesn't, then that's just it. But out of X amount of pairs, X amount of trades you take, some are going to do it, some won't. Look, EuroCAD. Let's go to EuroCAD. I can break down EuroCAD for you. There we go. Here we go. So here's EuroCAD. So when EuroCAD was here, and specifically when it was stop hunting everybody yesterday, yeah, this is when I decided to, when it did this stop hunt candle, and you know, it's really stupid because my stop loss was like to the point of where, when I gave it out to you as a signal, it was to the point of where they stop hunted to, don't ask me. But I've gone to this pair now, and I've gone over and I've said, okay, let me zoom out. I've gone to the monthly chart, and I'm like, wow, it's at a monthly support where price bought. 3,000 pips from before. We're not asking for 3,000 pips, guys and girls. We're just asking for like 100, 200
Hello.
pips. Hello. You're screaming. You're screaming. The big bad guy. Okay, it's not open. Yeah, so basically that's what we weren't even looking for that much. You understand? We're not looking for 3,000 pips. So why was it not possible for us to get this trade? And this is what I said to you. I said it was going to either impulse or it wouldn't. And there we go. So all I did is my stop loss was where I gave it out to everyone. And then I just moved my stop loss to below here. And I was like, boy, if it starts going all the way there, then I'll take it out. If it doesn't, was it here? It was here, yeah. I just moved it to below here. If it starts going all the way there, I'll take it out. If not, I'll hold it. And then as it started breaking back up again, I just moved my stop loss back in. And then when it got all the way up to here, I closed my trade. Done. We get, so will we get enough? Oh yeah, you definitely can, but you see what you're doing? You see what you're doing with the Neo trades? And I tell people all the time, remember what I keep telling you, I don't talk backwards. I talk very straight. I might talk long. Yeah, I get that. But I talk very straight, basically. Don't expect to join any of my services and win in your first round. This is what the majority of people do. They see me do a video like this, then they're going to say, right, let me go join his services because he seems he knows what he's talking about. Then I can't control the market. This month might just be horrendous. The rest of the month, yeah, might be horrendous. Or let's say you join today, it could just be horrendous. After this week, everything's going the wrong way. Nothing's going the right way. This is what people do. And this is a huge problem because you just doing that and then basically saying that you don't want to continue after that, you didn't do yourself no favors, because it's basically saying, no, like, honestly, it's basically saying you didn't believe in whatever I was saying. You just think that I basically finessed you and you can't be bothered to do this no more and you're moving on. But it doesn't work like that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. What it works like is what I try to explain to everybody else. So now when it comes to prop accounts, some people have joined basically with the prop accounts and trying to pass it, yeah, whether it's me doing it or them doing it, in about mid-July, yeah. The trades that came in mid-July, they never all went off perfectly in their first go. We had maybe one loss, another loss, and then they went off in their third go, these Neo trade setups, yeah? But everybody made money, we're all profitable. But what it does is it means that the account can't grow fast enough that way, in a sense, because unless you risk a certain amount, of course, but if you're sensible with your risk, it won't grow to where it could have grown to if they went off the first time. So now when you've seen the accounts I posted yesterday, I'm saying this so people can understand the psychology of trading here. Yeah. Now, when you saw these accounts that I posted yesterday, this one here, yeah, this gentleman joined the day before these trades went off. There is no way for John to know. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to know that when I take these trades, they're just going to go off first time. It's not possible. So this person just got lucky in terms of the cycle of trades that came through that they've managed to pass. Do you understand? This is what trading is. When I say lucky, it doesn't mean I'm trading luck. It means I'm trading probabilities. They got lucky with the probabilities, the odds. So the odds just went in their favor. As you can see, the trade that was taken here was this one that just brought up like, boom. Other ones we've been in Neo from July coming towards August, they've started to stall for 2 or 3 days before they've gone off. No one can control that. Remember what I tell you. Again, this is what's stopping us when we're trading. No matter what you're trading, whatever style, whoever you go to, it doesn't matter. You are trying to navigate through all of this. This is the fundamental events. It's insanity when you look at it, people. It's craziness. Like, you got to start understanding that. This is crazy. This on the chart. If your trade goes off, I'm not going to lie to you. If people might say it's skill, it's this, half the time, it is probably just luck. I'm not lying to you, telling you, no, I'm a perfect trader. It's luck, bruv. What do you want me to tell you? Look at the chart. What is this? This is madness. Remember, this is every single thing that could be pushing the chart either in your direction or the wrong direction. So most times you just got to do what you can. What you do is you put in your psychology and you say to yourself, again, price is on this level down here. This is a support level from like 2015. So it's a very strong support because price has bought 3,000 pips off of this level before. I think it's very worth me saying I'm going to enter this trade. I hope that makes sense when I put it out that way to you. That's how you trade. You don't trade with the fact saying, no, guys, I didn't come in the morning and say, guys and girls, I know this trade is going to win. Everybody enter now. The reason why it's going to enter is because of this perfection. And I didn't say that. I told everybody, look, this is a trade. If you want to take it, here you go. Throughout the course of the day, you saw me going through this Discord telling you, hey, boy, you better start looking at this news because this news is looking a bit funny right now. You can see me posting it here. I'm like, make sure you look. We don't know what it's going to do. Make sure you look what it's leaving behind. Like, I'm telling you this. You understand? Like, that's what I do on a daily. I don't expect everything to win. So that's why I'm making sure people understand this, because I don't want anybody to purchase the services thinking that I'm telling you, you will just win with me. I have no control over the 4 phases the market has. And I've done this time and time for you. Again, let's see if I put it in here. Did I put it in here? Nope, I don't think it's in here. We're going to go back to this picture. I'm going to show you again. Just so it's in this Zoom again. Give me a second. Where are we? Here. Here we go. So you see this? Yeah. Again, this is the 4 phases. No, if they say it uses one entry a week, then I don't know. Do you know what? Yeah, I don't know. I think the fact they're even giving you the fact they can give you something is just, it's just nonsense. I'm not gonna lie to you. I tell people from now, listen, join Neo, whatever the market gives us, it gives us. If it gives us no trades this week, it gives us no trades. If it gives us a break and a retest, it gives it to us. If it doesn't, it doesn't. There's nothing you can do. There's no, you see what happens. What people try to do is they try to break it down to this number. And the reason they're trying to break it down to the number really, truly is so they can try and work out how much money they can make. Once you take that factor out of Forex and you just trade whatever appears, then you're good. I know they give you a time scale and everything. And I have seen on average, I have a certain amount of trades, but I can't promise you that Neo's going to give you a trade this week and going to give you 10 trades next week. I'll tell you straight that I can't. This is, again, why you have to stop looking at what I'm trying to explain here is whenever a trade, especially in Neo, when I give out the trades, I only trade 2 and I trade 4. Whether it gives me a daily version of this breakout, a monthly version of 2, whatever it wants to give me is what I get. In February, it gave us decline. There was a lot of declining because the unfortunate news of the war in Ukraine. It gave us 1,500 pip sells, like GM was one of them, GCAD, still selling from now, basically, you know. That was obviously like a monthly declining, basically. So don't pay attention to all this other stuff on here, apart from these 4 phases. The rest of the stuff is probabilities. It's not an exact. I tell people every single time they look at this chart, because they'll probably try and take it, put a 200 moving average and think, nope, it's not gospel. Everything is probabilities, whatever they're telling you on here. So even what I'm telling you is probabilities. But what happens is that EuroCAD was an advancing, but unless it starts buying 1,000 pips up or 2,000 pips, yeah, it might only be an advancing on like a 4-hour time frame. But that was still more than enough for me to get what I needed from the trade, as you've seen. You get it? So this is what happens. It doesn't matter. Even what I taught you about the Fibonacci, I want everyone to know that as well. This is what's happening. Look at GU, the trade on GU, the first one I broke down. It's a declining. Whether or not it's going to be a monthly declining, at 1 hour declining, 15-minute declining, whatever, that's dependent on the fundamentals and dependent on whatever, basically whatever they want to give you in the market. So the orders they put in the market, the big players, that's all dependent on that. We're not here to fight that. It's whether they give it to us or not. That's what it is. But what I do know is that it does this on every time frame throughout every trading pair. And people that have been with me long enough, that have been in my Zooms, have seen I've said this time and time again, that this is all the market is doing here, these 4 phases. And I always trade the advancing or the declining. I don't trade this here. I might be in it by accident sometimes when it doesn't break out, but I don't try to trade that. I try to trade 2 and 4. You get? So again, this is how it works when it comes to any of my services or the probabilities is either we're going to hit the jackpot with these 2 and 4 or we're not. And if you don't in the first month, then consider to try and do it in the second, the third, and the fourth. See where you are after 3 months of using my service. That's what I try and tell people to say, or to do, sorry, should I say. So hopefully that answers your question. Bit of a longer way to go around it, but it's because it's very essential for people to understand that. A lot of people don't, and this is why they're losing. Any other questions people got in there? Any other questions? Hit me up.
Hi, John.
Yeah, hi there. How you doing?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm great. I'm great.
And I don't know whether you remember me. I'm one of the people with the prop farm.
Excellent. Yes, I do remember you. Of course I do.
Okay. How's everything?
It's great. It's great.
All right. Today I didn't do any trading. I mean, usually when this kind of news comes in the market, I just put my trading hat off. I just take the day off because I don't know where the market goes. As I told you before that I only deal with gold and NASDAQ and US sometime.
Yeah.
But because of the news is affecting this market heavily, so I just put it off. I was looking to the account for the prop farm that mine, and well done. I mean, I'm 21 plus, like 21 100, so another 500 to go. Yep. So considering the days left, we have like 12 days now. What do you think where we are now? Because I can't see any other trade you are open now.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, there will be no other trades just yet. I've got to reevaluate. So first we've got to wait for the market to move. Remember, like I said, in this room, if you have been here from the beginning, I said I've got all my trades tagged up here. So literally what I would do is I'll go through all of these pairs first. This is what I would usually do. And then I'll wait for re-entries either into these pairs, or I'll have to go and see whatever, because it's NFP, it can shift the price action 100 pips on a different pair. So I'll basically go through every single pair. This is what I do. And I'll reevaluate all of my pairs to see what's there. And of course, just as I always do, I will now go for any of the, because you're in the Neo group as well, because of the service you've got, I'll put all of the trades in here. So I'll put them all in here basically. So I'll obviously do like a new line, etc. And I'll tell people, look, this was the USD JPY trade for the sell continuation, and this dropped like 500 pips. So I'll just do that. That's what I'll do. So whether you take them on your own account somewhere else, but these are the trades I'll be looking at. And then of course, as any of them appear, I'll put them in the Neo Telegram group, as you see me do before. So
okay. I was thinking about enrolling another 20,000. So are you up to it? I mean, should I do it or wait for the first one to pass, then start another one?
Yeah, we can do that, but we'll talk about a bit more of that later on. That's not a problem. We'll talk about that because we'll break it down. So we'll have a private talk about that. That's no problem at all. We'll have a private talk about that. And it's definitely an option. Like I said, it's the whole point of the idea more than anything is it's for people to understand that they need to get to 600K before they start seeing major capital, is what I'm doing. I'm just being steady and trying to get myself to 600K. The other accounts, of course, I'm going to make money on them as well as they grow, the 20Ks, the 20Ks, 50Ks, whatever. But my main focus is just to get overall to 600K worth of capital with this company, and then move on to another company and other companies. So eventually you can have X amount of millions worth of capital that you're actually trading. At least the goal is 1 million, because if you're making 1% of 1 million, how much is that? Do you understand what I'm saying? That's casual. How much is that? 1%? Is that 10K?
That is early retirement.
Yeah, basically. And then if you're making 10%, if you make a hit a month where you hit 10%, then it's fantastic for you, because and this is what I try and tell when I tell people, is that stop trying to think that you're always going to make those 10% months, but you will by accident. And one of the by accident months were May, because every trade in Neo hit pretty much. There was no stop loss, then winner. It was just a hitter pretty much. And then there was February was the best month I've seen ever. And it could be because we just came out of the new year, charts had to break out. Obviously, like I said, unfortunately, there was the news of war. So that the market was declining as well. But you can see we on this in February here, was it? Yeah. When did it start from? So I'm just trying to go to it.
Started in February, correct.
Yeah, so it was just mad winning trade, just clean. There was no pullbacks, even just sell. Daily charts, these are buy. Everything was just going crazy. So yeah, when you get those type of months, that's when you now say, or you would see me make a video like 12,000 profit banked. Do you understand what I mean? Because it's not that I was great to make that. The market gave me that. I was patient enough to wait for that. So that's what happens when it comes to these proper accounts like that. Make sense?
Yeah. I mean, I'm very happy. I mean, from all the people that I came across to YouTube and other people who claim and everything, I'm very happy with their service. That is absolutely an honest kind of view I have.
Yeah,
I
thank
think
you.
that you're honest and your trading is making sense. Even when we start, like with me, I started with you like last month, and yes, it was hitting stop loss all the time, but I gave benefit of doubt that I'm a trader. I know these things that you don't make profit from your first time, but now I can see that you made sense, and there is 1,000 extra in the account. I don't know whether we're going to pass the phase one, but what you are doing, basically that same thing I'm doing. So I'm with you on your journey. I'm happy with the plan that you are doing. So I'm taking all your advices in count, and hopefully we can make the 600 together.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, and hopefully so. That's the whole point. Like I say, it's just as long as this is why I said, and it's good. I'm happy that you did say that, being a customer as well, so people can understand as well. It's not just me saying it, and it's like I'm trying to convince people. It's the actual reality of someone that's in the service, is that you've got to understand that you just got to let it play out. Basically, it's the best way to put it. And if you take your mind away from it, it's the best way. Just trade what's there, see what happens. And there was no way for me to tell you that we would have had a better run towards the end of what's happening now. So like the last 12 days compared to the beginning. Imagine if none of them hit stop loss and we got all the way here, you would have definitely have gone past. Do you understand what I mean?
I would doubt you then.
Yeah.
Because nobody that extra. I've been trading for 15 years and I know up and downs. And if somebody going to hit like all the take profit, I will like, I'm not going to believe it. He's a magician.
Something's going on here. Something's happening there.
Well, but what happened is very normal. I would say it's very normal. It happened to me. It happened to all the traders. Nobody can say that you register with somebody and that. But I did register with another company, Institute Academy, and they were asking for a lots of money. But their kind of trade was fishy. They use some kind of EA, and they are totally dependent on the EA. And I asked them that how much they monitor it. They said no, it's so intelligent, it can pass. And I didn't believe them. I do believe in human intelligence. So EA is there is something help us. I do use EA for news filter or to stop my equity and sometimes finance management, because if things are running up and down, I have to put the stop loss somewhere. So the EA take care of that. But totally depend on the EA, I don't believe in that. So thank you very much, man. I'm going to sign off. I just came in brief just to see your video on the gold, to see that the opportunity I missed today because I decided not to trade today.
Fine, that's fair. Being flat in the market is also a trading position. Everybody needs to know that in here. There's no such thing as work. So if you out of the market for the day, like you chose to do, it's a legitimate trading position. Being bearish, bullish, or flat is completely fine. So you just said today,
that's what I thought.
Literally, I'm going to save my capital. I've made my money, or I'm either in a profit, loss, or break even for this month, whatever. I'm not going to trade. It's absolutely fine.
Well, absolutely right. One of the things that why I decided that, because I did make my weekly profit. I hit my week. I have a certain amount every week. I make it, and I hit it yesterday, extra $20. So I thought, okay, since I made my profit and tomorrow is risky, let me not to do anything and let me rest and let me hear John today for the Zoom.
That's why I did the Zoom today, because I know I wasn't trading myself. So that's why I said, okay, I was going to do it yesterday, but I said, you know what, it's better for me to do it today, because a lot of people probably not trading today as well. I get it.
Exactly. So, I wouldn't catch you yesterday. I wouldn't be able to catch you yesterday, but today, yes, it was free day for me. So keep it up, man. Good work. Happy working with you and looking forward to hear from you more.
Okay, thank you very much. And I appreciate the testimonial. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Take care. Bye. All right, bye. So has anybody else got any other questions before I round it up? Because I gotta go and take my son somewhere soon.
Real quick, John. I have one. Sylvia.
That's cool.
How's it going?
Sylvia. How you doing? How you doing? You good?
Good. So I'm a little bummed. I'm in the midst of moving, so I missed that Audi trade that you gave.
Okay.
But no, it's no problem. I'll still be here. I'll catch some more.
Yeah, we'll catch more. 100%.
Yep. My quick question though about the chart and the time frames, the phases, the 4 phases.
Yeah.
What's the best time frame to try to identify the 4 phases? Because when I'm looking at the different ones, and sometimes it all looks different. It's like you can't tell which frame you're in.
Yeah. So the best way for me to put it is that this is why it was like icing on the cake to Neo, or the cherry, whichever way you want to put it. I'll say it's the icing more than the cherry. And what I'm saying is that this is why I go to the daily time frame, because the daily time frame just gives us the best outlook of structure. And you know what they do say is, in theory, we're supposed to go whatever time frame you're trying to trade, and then 2 time frames below that for entry, in a sense. This is what it's the kind of thing that they say in trading. It's one of those things. And if you think about it, the monthly time frame is like the biggest time frame. Forget what TradingView lets you do, but in general, it's like the monthly time frame is what the institutions are looking at in terms of long-term flow for big, huge orders. Then we've got the weekly time frame, which is like the in-between time frame. Then we've got the daily time frame, which in theory is what they enter on. The big institutions do not enter in no other time frame other than the daily time frame. They're not even caring about the 1 hour, 4 hour. So that's retail traders trying to scalp the market. Big institutions don't scalp. They put in huge orders for long, like this. This must have been a huge order for the price to move that much. We're talking billions of dollars. Do you understand what I mean? For price to get all the way back up here. So what I personally use is the daily time frame, because one thing I've realized is it just gives me a lot more of an understanding of what price action could be doing, or structure. And notice how the market respects these areas. Like I told people, look at the daily resistance here. I said that I can see that price action had broke through this level. So obviously this was some type of wicks here again, some type of support level. And then here, this literally how I gave out this trade today. So there you go. Look, I can't make this up, people. Like, I can't make this up. You understand? And if people are seeing me do this from before, and I'm doing it time and time again, and I'll continue to do it time and time in the future. It's not on a big-headed tip or anything like that. It's just on a consistency tip of just sticking to one thing. Daily time frame, that's what I use. I just explained how you can use the Fibonacci to help you as well, from swing highs to swing lows as well. And then, of course, again, I pay for things as well. I don't have I'm not trading for free. I pay for certain things to trade. And I'm telling you, that's why I have Trinity. Like, I've got Trinity because it basically tells me, so I'm not watching the charts all the time. It just tells me, hey, look at this pair now. And then I'll look at the pair quickly and I'll be like, oh yeah, there you go, break of structure. Cool. And I'll go to the pair that I've already assessed from my daily time frame breakdown, how I just explained. And there you go. I'll enter the trade. Whether it wins or loses, like you just had the person in the testimonial, you're in my other groups as well. You see there's trades that lose, there's trades that win. I can't guarantee everything will, but if it does, we get good trades.
You're right. Like, you're absolutely right. I've had some that lost, and also it's all about what we talked about before was risk management. And so when you do lose, you're not blowing your accounts. And that's what I'm learning to do, not blow my accounts, because I've blown a couple.
Oh, do you think I've blown accounts? I've blown accounts. Sometimes I've even blown account for fun. My stuff, just blown it. Trust me. There was even one prop account I've had. I won't even lie to people. I had the prop account, and imagine I was in the account. It was, you can see I've done heavy leverage, but what's actually happened now is I wasn't paying attention to the equity filter that they've got on the account. This is my Forex funds. So what it does is it actually, whatever your floating balance is, it put it there. But for some, I don't know what happened on that day. My mind just wasn't there. I just could have easily gone online and checked it because I was in profit. I was in profit by like almost 1K. Yeah, I kid you not. And then I've left it. I've gone to sleep. This is trading for you. I've woke up and then it's back at negative. It's back at basically entry, all these trades now. So when it's gone back to entry, I've said, okay, let me leave it, do what it's doing. But what's happened is my equity filter has now moved up by $500 instead of being below, being further down $500. So I'm thinking I've still got enough equity to hold the trade rather than closing out there. I never closed out basically, and then it just went about 400 negative, and then it just took my whole account, suspended the account because I didn't check my equity. So when I've gone to go check my equity, I literally hit my equity by like $2 or something like that. And it's because it jumped up to what my floating balance was. So you can blow accounts is what I'm trying to say. Everyone, it can happen to everyone. You don't have to get bummed about it. Assess. I just explained to you my assessment, and then you just reevaluate and go again, basically. That's it.
Yep. All right. Thank you.
That's absolutely fine. So anybody else got any other questions? Anything I can help them with? It's Friday, that's why I'm doing a long Zoom to get everybody, so everyone's got some information for the weekend. You can go back test everything I say in this Zoom as well. So this is going to be called a beginner's course, basically, type of thing. That's what the thumbnail will be. So this literally, if you're a beginner, that's how you can enter the market. Oh yeah, what I was trying to do is this as well, quickly, before we do go. So I'll go into here. Here, not USDCAD. So switch this off. Hide events. GBPUSD. And I just wanted to do this. There we go. 15-minute. So I just wanted to show people that I get it. You might not have the 20 GBP a month to pay for Trinity. I understand. I'm not trying to just, like I said, take money from people. You can use indicators that are free as well. Like I said, because I've got so many pairs, as you've seen, I've got 28 pairs. I'm monitoring not all at one go. It might be 10 at one go. This is why I have Trinity. It helps me. I can see all of them straight away in terms of if there's a breakout in the market. But right here, you can see the TDI told you that when price went up to this level, you was waiting for it to turn red. It turned red here. So you could have entered it here on the TDI. Even if you missed that one, you could have entered it over here when it turned red. If you missed that one, you had another entry here. You had another entry here as well. And anytime you have an entry like this, you just put your stop loss the same way. Just put it at the last high, and that's it, or low, depending on the buy or the sell. So you can use a TDI if you want to as well. Completely up to you. I've taught people many times that they can use a TDI. So I don't want people to think that I'm just saying buy Trinity, buy Trinity. But again, I use Trinity because it saves me a lot of time. And anyone that is using it, you know, steady and are patient with it and hearing what I'm saying in terms of trading, you will see the difference. It just saves me a lot of time. I don't have to worry. I can literally just go there and I can check. I can check the history, even on my phone. I check the history. Like, has this trade performed what I need it to do? No, it hasn't. Okay, I don't care. I just know from looking at Telegram that that pair hasn't moved yet, because if it hasn't created an alert, it's more than likely it hasn't moved. So it's just that simple. So yeah, nobody got any other questions? I will leave it there. If you haven't got anything, if you haven't got nothing to say, I'll leave it there, people. I hope it does help you what I did teach you. Just a quick revision over everything. Go to your daily time frame, get your Fibonacci out from your swing high to your swing low, or your swing low to your swing high. I did sells though. Did I do any buys? Let's see if there's any buys. Okay, yeah, here's a buy. So no, but this one already bought. I need to do it from a buy to a sell. Let me see. Just want to see something. Just trying to see if I can catch it. What's the swing high? This is a massive swing here. Look at this swing even. This is how you could even call this. Yeah, here's a buy, but this is a massive swing. So from a swing low to a swing high, and then what do you see here? Here's where you see your rejections. I'll say that. It's a bit of a tricky one, this one, but again, if you did want to see it, I can see that there was some wicks here for rejection. There wasn't none here. Look how it was a clean path, nice flow. So you wouldn't see anything then. You can see it did a nice flow here. So you can see straight away, where do you see the most, like consolidation is the word for it. You see it starts to form here. Of course, there was a whole bunch here. There was some here, but this was further back. So the closest consolidation we can see is over here. And that's how you could have caught your possible buy re-entry on this pair. Do you use your fib for zones? Do you use your fib for zones from the swing high to swing low? To enter and target the next zone. I just use the swing high, swing low. I don't really use even the golden zone. If it's in the golden zone, if that's what you're referring to and stuff like that, all great, but I don't use the specific zones. I won't even lie to you. I don't actually use it. I just literally, as you can see, this is in the golden zone. So swing high to swing low, it went to the specific golden zone down here, which was the lowest golden zone. And then it did a continuation, if that's what you mean. And there you go. So some people trade it like that. I'm not saying you can't, but I don't even need to. I just look for price action. So I'm looking for where there was a consolidation. So if we go to this last one here, so swing low, swing high to swing low. All right, where do we see the consolidation? We can see there's a whole bunch of rejections around this area here. We can see them just straight away, whole bunch of rejections here. So we would have been looking around here for some type of sell. Obviously, we can see the market broke through this level. So now it's up to a point of where do we see the next rejections? When it did break through here, again, where do we see the next rejections? We see there's a whole bunch of rejections here. right over here. And then boom, what do we do? And then again, I'll show you. Remember, this is a random pair I've just gone to now. So the 9th of June. Yeah. So now I'm just going to go back over here. Give me a second. I'm going to go to your question in a second. Oh, yeah, we go. And it's a DJPY. I'm going to share the screen with you. Enter DJPY, 9th of June. Did I have that? I must have it in here. 14th. Oh, so that's what I need to do. So 15. 9th of June. Okay, there was one on the 8th of June. And one on the 10th of June at, at 10. Oh, sorry, 10th of June at 13:45. Let's go back over here. Go back to the 15-minute chart. June at 15:45 was it? Sorry. 10th of June at 10. Sorry. 13:45. I'm going to go back to your question now in a second. Just want to show you literally again how simple it is. Ten 15. There we go. It's here, I believe it was. Was it 10:15? Double check that. So yeah, 10:15. No, it wasn't 10:15. Checking it was 13:45. 13:45. There we go. $13.45. Short. Here, you'd entered here. The last high was here. Boom. There you go. TP1 smashed. TP2 smashed. And there you go. So you got TP2 this time. There you go. Literally that simple. I just broke it down to you again. The hardest thing people are going to have is, as you heard the client that basically even came in here, you're going to see losing trades and you're going to see winning trades. This is the thing. But you might have lost if you was patient. Remember, you was just waiting for price to get here. So you might have had one entry here. There was no entry here. In fact, there could have been in the 8th. We have to see if there was any up here. So remember, this is going all the way here. So there could have been an entry here. You probably would have lost that one. There might have been another one here. So let's even go to the 8th quickly. Let me just see if there was one on the 8th. There was one on the 8th. There was 1, 2. There was wait there 1, 2. There was one at 4:15 on the 8th. So I'm just gonna go back over here. So 4:15. Okay, so 4:15 would have lost. We can already see. Yeah. So I haven't checked if there was one on the 7th. So, but let's just say on the 8th for now. 4:15 would have lost, and then there was another one at 15:15. 15:15. There you go. So imagine you had an entry here, people. This is what I'm trying to tell you, that you can't worry about losing, because when you wait for the trade setup to come, look at that. This is why I tell people, I don't know why you won't have Trinity. Like, this is crazy. Look at that. 7.83 trade. Come on, Fabo. So you just clarify more. Trinity helps with reversal trades once structure's broken. Yeah. It gives you alerts for continuations, reversals, whatever it needs to be. It doesn't matter. Remember, it's just an entry into a trade. It's not a specific type of trade. That's what you're forgetting. Trinity is just telling you breaking structures of the market. So forget what Trinity is doing. right now, just think about what you needed to do in terms of your trade setup. Yeah. Your trade setup was you was waiting for, so this is what you need to worry about right now. So once you drew this Fibonacci from here to here, you was waiting for price action to get to a certain level to do a rejection. There could have been any type of rejections you were looking for from this level that would have probably lost. Yeah, that's cool. Then you would have been looking for any from this level around here. So that we've seen from the 8th, when it got to this level, there was a sell. You would have been looking for sell rejections from here. From the 8th, there was one at, so the first one would have lost, but then the next one that came in here, it was at like 10:15. Yeah, was this sell all the way down here. So you was looking for a reversal this time. Yeah, that's the Trinity alert you was looking for. Sometimes you're going to get it based on nothing to do with Trinity. It will do a breakout, like here, it was a breakout. Let's just say you was looking at this, a breakout, a retest. Now you was looking for a buy continuation. That's what I said. Trinity is not doing a certain type of thing. It's just telling you when the market breaks structure. You need to care about, is it breaking structure in your direction of what you're looking at, your directional bias. Your directional bias here was that it could sell. So I'm only looking for sell Trinity alerts, basically. Here, my directional bias would have been like, I'm looking for a buy continuation. So I'm only looking for buy Trinity alerts. Does that make sense? So that's what it's basically doing for you. And that's how simple, that's literally how I traded. I'm telling you, I'm not doing nothing different from that. The only thing that I've probably got in other people is that I'm at this understanding of trading and I've been doing it for long enough to be convinced enough that this works, this will happen. If it don't happen this time or that time, it will happen eventually. Do you get it? So, and I just need to hope now that my eventually is before I've obviously entered the trade 6 times, it hasn't won, etc. And most times, like I say, the way I trade, especially using the daily time frame, these trade alerts don't appear every single day. Oh, sorry, not every day. Yeah, they don't appear every day, or they won't appear like every hour. They might appear literally every other day when my re-entry comes in. As you can see here, you would have had one entry here, then there might not have been another sell alert all the way until here. Do you get it? Or there could have been 2. So I might have lost 2 trades here, but then the third one, there, that's it. It's not going to give me a sell alert, a sell alert, a sell alert, a sell alert. Do you understand? It's not going to give me 5 sell alerts within the space of 2 days. It won't do that. Trinity doesn't even do that on a 15-minute, like most times. And then if I wasn't too sure, I would have waited for a higher time frame alert. So the 15-minute might have given me 3 fake outs, but then when we go to the 1 hour, it probably only gave me this trade here. So it probably gave me a bit of a down, lesser entry, but it only appeared once. So I wouldn't have lost the trade. Again, this is what I say, it's all down to how people want to trade with it. But I know that me, I go between, whenever I'm checking a trade that I'll enter, like USDCAD that I took, AUD, all of those, I've seen a 15-minute alert. Then when I've seen that one, I'm like, okay, cool, this is good. But then if it creates a 30-minute alert as well, now I'm like, okay, this is even better. Then if I see it create an hour alert as well, now I'm like, okay, I can probably pretty much let this trade go, because the market makers are pushing the market in that direction now, clearly, because it wouldn't keep breaking higher time frame structures in my directional bias that I'm looking at. I hope that makes sense. And literally that's how I use it. Like, no hidden gems or anything. I just use it like that. What people are probably not getting is how I'm reading the market. I read the market with structure, and then I use my Trinity to give me my entries. But this is all it is. You can see it clear as day. So that's just it. Anybody got any other questions? If not, I definitely got to cut it now, man. Gotta cut it, people. Gotta get to this location. If you've got any other quick questions, I don't mind answering. Like I said, it's Friday, so I'm trying to get people clued up so they're ready for the week ahead. This was the trade I gave in a Zoom like this as well. I said, if the market breaks here, same thing. If the market breaks here and then we get a retest of this area, wait for your Trinity alert, which one came here, boom. And this was a trade. Same difference. 600 pip trade. Same thing. No problem at all. Like I said, so hit me up. So if anybody wants to get into any of the services, hit me up. As you've heard from even someone themselves that's just joined me recently. It's there, man. It works. Like I said, I'm fully devoted and dedicated to making sure people can learn a lot, or at least become profitable traders. I do try my best, but I can't obviously control all your actions while you're trading sometimes. So I can only teach. And with that, guys and girls, I'm going to leave you there. I hope you love it. This will be called, like I said, a beginner's course video. I'll figure out a title for it, and it'll be up hopefully by tonight. So yeah, I'll leave it there, people. Everybody have a lovely day, and thank you for your time. See you later, guys and girls.